Well, this movie gets a lot of unfair hate, and it doesn't deserve it. So, Andrew Lloyd Webber's The Phantom of the Opera is directed by Joel Schumacher, written by Joel Schumacher and Andrew Lloyd Webber himself, based on the 1986 musical of the same name. It stars Gerard Butler, Emmy Rossum, Patrick Wilson, and a bunch of other people. And the plot of this movie is we basically take place in the year of 1919, and a public auction is held to clear an abandoned opera's theater vault in Paris. So we go back to 1870, and basically in 1870, from his hideout beneath a 19th century Paris opera house, the brooding phantom schemes to get closer to vocalist Christine Daae, the Phantom. Yeah, Christine Daae is basically Emmy Rossum. The Phantom, wearing a mask to hide a congenital disfigurement, strong arms management into giving the budding starlet key roles, but Christine instead falls for art's benefactor Raoul, which is Patrick Wilson. So, terrified at the notion of her absence, the Phantom enacts a plan to keep Christine by his side while Raoul tries to foil the scheme. This movie is the most overlooked, underrated musical I've ever seen. And this movie gets mixed and negative reviews from critics, but the audiences are better. The audiences really like this version. People say it's teen romance and operator style single replaces the horror elements. It does keep the elements from the musical. I'll tell you that. So I'm very happy that they decided to do that. Now, Andrew Lloyd Webber, he is proud of the film. He says, and I quote, "The film looks and sounds fabulous, and I think it's an extraordinarily fine document of the stage show. While it doesn't deviate much from the stage material, the film has given it an even deeper emotional center. It's not based on the theater visually or direction-wise, but it's still got exactly the same essence, and that's all I could ever hope for." So, he really likes the movie. Now, a lot of critics say there's no story, there's no cohesive plot. There is a cohesive plot. I just described it. So, critics, you don't know what you're talking about. The locations in this movie is great. This was shot on 8 sound stages, and they used scale models and CGI for the top half of the Palais Garnier. And I like the production and costume design in this movie. I really like the production design and costume design, especially the costumes designed for the Masquerade Ball. I really do like that. And I like how the visual style of this movie. I think the visual style in this movie is incredible. You can tell Joel Schumacher, he wanted to do this, and he knew that he had to make this look good. Otherwise, he'd be screwing up with a lot of fans. But yeah. Now, I will say the script is well written. It's a well written script. It's a well written movie, and they keep all the song, they keep the mute songs in the film, so I have to applaud for that. The cinematography in this movie is by John Mattson, and this is a beautiful looking film. It's a well shot film. It is a beautiful looking movie, and it's visually stunning too. The music and lyrics are by Andrew Lloyd Webber, so who also helped with the script, and he also is the producer of this movie. So that was awesome. Acting in this movie from everyone is great. Gerard Butler is the Phantom. A lot of people make fun of him as the Phantom, and while he's not the best choice for Phantom, I thought he did what he did what he had to do. He didn't have any singing experiences, but he took 4 voice lessons before singing for Andrew Lloyd Webber. Now, originally Hugh Jackman was going to play the part of Phantom, but he dropped out because he was doing Van Helsing at the time. Now, when it gets to Christine Daae, Katie Holmes was the front runner, but she dropped out. And Hathaway was in the movie. She was dropped out. She dropped out because she was doing Princess Diaries 2. And so Emmy Rossum got the part. And Emmy Rossum was only 17 years old when she did this movie. Yeah, I think. Yeah. But if she was, I think she was 17 years old when they did this movie. But she's beautiful back then. She's beautiful now. So it's actually her singing, and her performance is great. Her performance is fantastic, and I think she is incredible here. I really love Emmy Rossum as Christine Daae. It's actually her singing. And I love the music in the movie. I love the music in this film. It is awesome. I like the score, and I love the music. I love all the songs here. All I Ask of You, I love that song. Prima Donna, Music of the Night. But my favorite track is the main theme. I like how the main theme is. It has like that rock opera like esque feel to it, if you know what I'm saying. The rest of the cast is really great too. You got the rest of the cast too. Ciarán Hinds in here. Always great to see him. Kevin McNally, Minnie Driver, Miranda Richardson, even Patrick Wilson. He sings too, and it's actually Patrick Wilson singing. That was funny seeing Night Owl in this movie. And now he's going to be an Aquaman, so that's awesome. The movie is 2 hours and 23 minutes. It goes by quick for me. The music actually helps with tell the story in a lot of ways. Now, this is a PG-13 film, so of course you do have some violent images, of course. But this is a great film. This is an underrated film. This is my favorite Joel Schumacher film, and this is one of my favorite musicals of all time. This might be my second favorite musical. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to do a top 10 musical movies or something. But because the acting here, because of the visual style, because the plot and the story, I will give The Phantom of the Opera 2004. I'll give this movie an A+, which is better than Vampire Academy. It works with either better than Vampire Academy or better than Vampire Diaries, but I'm leaning towards the Vampire Academy part. So let me know what you guys think about the Phantom of the Opera down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What is your favorite musical movie? What is your favorite Joel Schumacher movie? It can be this. And if you are one of those people who grew up with the Broadway show and did not like this movie, explain why you didn't like this movie. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Y'all take care.